There we go. I don't normally let the intro music play all the way through. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. We've got ODivaZ this morning. And Rick doing his emails. There's Ben giving us a ride on. Morning, Ben. Hey, if I was Tiffany right now, I'll let the flyer get more than a minute ahead and then turn the fence on, so he's got absolutely no chance of getting by. Did that once in the early days of the fence. Sometimes. It's the Rick and Andy show, says Ben. Yes. Hey, Ben. Hey, Owen. Hey there, Owen. So, how did you finish? I didn't get to see the finish of your race. I'm really sorry I had to dip out when I did. Damn meetings getting in the way of my enjoyment of watching people turn themselves inside out. "17, nice work." Yeah, I got 21st yesterday. That was an interesting start, wasn't it? The other two teams that raced yesterday, I made sure that they stayed in touch with the lead pack at the end of the sprint, because those that didn't, sayonara. That's what happened to everybody else in the Cape Crusaders yesterday morning. They got dropped by the end of the first sprint and couldn't catch back on again. It was 14, top of the climb. Group of 6 got back and touched by the pain case. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun watching the other two races and helping DS them later. I did manage to find a level velo cue sheet for the route. Janice.
Why is it not connected?
What's not connecting?
The companion app.
Yes.
I'll restart my phone. Close, I think.
Oh, Ben, that's how we today. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, not bad. I just did a climb portal at a high rate of pace. I feel like I have a lot of things I need to do. Trying to set up my MacBook to be able to stream on the same device as Zwift for my ride on Sunday, and so I can just have mine up in the back. But I still have some work to do. I downloaded everything yesterday, but now I need to set up OBS again, which is
Yes.
it's a whole thing.
Well, from what I've seen, OBS on the Mac can be fun. I'll say that much.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know I ended up taking longer than I had planned. Like, I decided to do it, and then I'm like, oh wait, I got myself into something bigger than I'm prepared for right now. It does seem like Mac does a very good job at blocking apps from getting into stuff, which I would imagine with how much OBS wants to get into things, that there's probably a lot of blocking going on. But I mean, I know that even if it's only a MacBook Air, it's still better than this. Still does a better job than this HP Envy. Although I think because it has the Apple silicone in it, so it doesn't have a lot of memory, but apparently it uses the hard drive for that as well.
It's got Apple silicone.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not silicone?
Silicone. That's what I said. I didn't say cone.
Oh well, okay. We'll review the live stream afterward and see what you said.
All right, maybe I did. I'm not responsible. I have a KOM jersey, okay? People with KOM jerseys don't have to speak. They just nod. All right, let's see. Will it connect? There it is. And then this died. Okay.
Yep, well, yeah, let's hope things are sorted out soon for you, Ben. Your chest pains can be kind of concerning, but they don't always mean what I think you're probably thinking they mean.
Yeah. If you worry about it too much, though, you could give yourself a heart attack. How about that, huh? Is that good advice? Is that sage advice? Don't worry about the heart. The heart concerns too much. You might get a heart attack.
I got it in before Charlie did.
Did Grace get a ride from someone?
The question is though, Ben, did they remove the wrapper? Can you use it now?
It's always good to have a confirmation, for sure. I still haven't had my confirmation yet. I might get mine soon. I have something going on in my neck, throat area that I might need a little scan for and find out if the
He's
brain's
asking
in
me
there and how it's doing.
what the route is now, and I can't remember. Not for Scotland. How was it?
Could use a coffee break right about now.
Well, Ben, your brain is 2.2 cubic centimeters in size. It's bigger than some people's.
Yes. I've been told my whole life that I am a pain in the neck. What? I can't hear you past all these fans.
Yay! These fans.
He does have a lot of fans.
What?
What?
I
Fans?
missed the joke. He said, I can't hear you through all the fans. And then he goes, yay! All your fans.
Should be able to quiet them down. Taylor Swift can.
Yeah, just push that button and tell him, shut up.
No, it doesn't include me, Ben.
Boy.
Babe,
Yeah.
you have to say bye.
Bye.
No, you need to come here and say bye. No, come here. No, you didn't. When did you do that? You did? Wow. Hey, I have the KOMB. I love you. Real caught. 2 days in a row. She's bringing out the super hots. Not that she isn't usually, beautiful, but bringing out the hots. You know what I mean? Any guy in a relationship knows what I mean. Some days are just beautiful days. Other days are hot days. There's a hot day. With a capital W.
Oh.
Nobody cares.
I'm not taking the coffee stuff already. 25 minutes into a ride.
Are you talking about the tower by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now I'm starting to make sense of this. I feel safer in the air thing here, in my own mind at least. Nobody else cares, but I don't think I've met a single downhill mountain biker that doesn't have some catastrophic injury story, or they just started. You know, they're still fresh. It's new. They've injured themselves, but not the catastrophic one. Not the one that they carry for the rest of their life.
I don't do downhill, but I have a story of breaking 3 ribs from mountain biking.
That seems to be common too.
Yeah. My tree root checked the shit out of me. I mean the track.
I told you about my coworker, right?
No.
He
Or
was
maybe
like-
you did. When I hear more,
Yeah.
I might.
He's just not. He was the guy that bought the expensive mountain bike a while ago. You know, still thought he could ride it,
Yeah.
and brought it to work when we did our first collaboration beer with the bike shop, which the proceeds went to the local pump track.
Uh-huh.
And so he showed up on the day, the celebration party thing, and decided to hit that pump track. And from what Clay said watching him, I didn't see it, but from what Clay said watching him, it was like he doesn't know what he hit, but somehow all of a sudden his front tire just left the ground and went off to the side, and he went straight down and cracked his ribs on his own arm.
Dang.
And this was the day after he had been like, yeah, I can do a wheelie, because we named the beer Rippin' Wheelies. So we'd always be like sitting out front telling everybody on a bike to rip a wheelie. And so he was like, I could do it, in the midst of a conversation fueled by
So
beer.
you're saying this man broke his ribs on his own arm during
his
a
own arm.
wheel?
With no, not during the wheelie. The wheelie, he just
okay.
went straight backwards and blew his hat clear off, which was the story afterwards.
Yeah.
Craig blew his hat clear off. We still talk about it whenever something like that comes up. Be like, Craig can do a wheelie and blow his own hat right off.
His wheelie is so good, he blows his own hat.
He landed
Shoots his
so
own
solidly on his back. It was like one of those like straight backwards, and then he like landed so solidly that it looked like it didn't even hurt. But it just sent the shockwave through his body, and his hat just went and shot abnormally far from his body. It was kind of crazy. It was like there was an air tank in there just blowing it off. Oh, he's so comical. He doesn't mean to be, but he is. Yeah. But yeah, and then the next day on the pump track, because he had brought in his bike that day to leave at the brewery, and then took it up to the pump track the next day. And then that's when he cracked his ribs on his own arm, going around a corner and somehow having his front wheel leave the ground and go to the side. Clay was like, I don't know how it happened. Only, it's just one of those things that only Craig can do. That's what makes him so good at mountain biking. Because of course the joke was still that he's really good at mountain biking, because look at how expensive his bike is. It wasn't. They get way more expensive.
It just means that you got a lot of money to waste.
He just didn't go to Walmart.
When you're buying that good of equipment.
Pretty much, it was an expensive bike because he just didn't go to Walmart. He went to another bike shop, which is also known for not being like a high-end bike shop, and got one of the cheaper ones.
That's
Yeah, it was like a Gary Fisher with like, and it was pretty old at that point too, but it was also like, you know, not the best components on it or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny.
Anything more than like 600, 650 to 750 for a mountain bike when you're a beginner is too much.
Which yeah, he did, and this was like $1,000 bike for sure.
Yeah.
But then
like,
after this happened, then he's like looking at transition mountain bikes and stuff. You know, like one of them was like 5,500 or something. It was just, you know, like the two-piece frame thing with, you know, the body shock and all that stuff. Just fully done up. Very nice mountain bike. And he's looking at this thing like, thinking about getting it because they had taken some of the price off.
Yeah.
And yeah. But he was also thinking like, but I just don't know if I should do it. I mean, it's a really good deal, a really nice bike. But I don't know if I should do it because, you know, I just don't really ride my bike that much. I was like, you don't say. But that was actually, believe it or not, that was the day that I went in with him to look at that bike. And then I saw the Amanda that I bought. And he offered me a really good deal on that Amanda. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to see what I can do about this.
Yeah.
And then we lived happily ever after. So far.
Yeah. Now my Trek SL7 is my trainer bike. Trek. At the time, this was the highest end gravel bike they sold. And now, how things changed.
Yeah. That's the thing, like yesterday morning I was doing my core work and I was looking up at my Amanda while I was doing it, and I'm like, man, that frame is already starting to look old. It's kind of like, it's a nice frame, but it's definitely like, doesn't have as many like 90-degree edges. Some spots are a little rounded on it and stuff, and so that's just starting to become antiquated. I mean, it does look a lot like the Madone now in some spots, but I really like those like rigid edges.
It didn't look like anyone else was going for the sprint tour, and apart from the guy that I passed in the sprint, so I figured I'd lay early claim to the segment, and I've got a faster time than the flyer.
I want to start doing that baseline workout thing. That sprint booster looks like a pretty tough workout.
Started my coffee stop a little bit late. I should have started it so that it got me up this climb here.
Oh, is that why you don't make meth?
I've heard you make a big meth. Very big meth. You're a methy person. It's less illegal as well. What's that, Owen? Oh, you're talking about what Rick and Yamel were talking about. Owen says they're all going that way now. All going to the all-rounder.
Yeah.
Pinarellos, Specialized, Trek, all
like
going the same. You don't need aero and climb. Have it all.
That was, yeah, that was the big thing. Because, I mean, really, when you looked into it, like, with the newer Madones and then the newer Amandas, a lot of people were saying that the Amandas were better. You know, there was a lot of people who were just like, I like the Amanda. You know, now it's nice and aero. It's starting to get a more stylish look. And it just felt snappier. Feels snappier than the Madone. I mean, the Madone looks pretty. Looks like a stealth fighter jet. But the
careful with your words here, Rick.
A better ride. What? You're on an older one. That was when Madones were way better than all the other models.
Yeah,
one that
yeah. I
you
want to
have.
put a space between the first and the third, for the first
Oh.
three and the last three letters of Madone.
Hey,
Because mine's a mad one.
I got yeah, I definitely, when they did that switch, when I heard that they were getting rid of the Amanda, I'm like, what? What are they doing that for? But then when I saw the Madone essentially being Amanda, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's them just keeping the Madone name, but yet, but also, that was only more proof that the Amanda had become a better bike. But they still liked the Madone.
Yeah,
The Madone idea.
Yeah, stay in power with the name.
Yeah. I would love to have that new Madone, but I don't think I'll ever get it because, well, yeah, I guess you never know, but that price tag is a bit rich. You can get a lot more better bikes
How much is it?
for way less. Well, I mean, if you get the Pro model, it's like almost 20 grand.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a model more like mine, an SL7, I guess it wasn't too bad. Like, for the retail price, it was like 500 more or something. So it was like, I think like 75 or something like that, 7,700. It's crazy that mine was even, I think it was like 7,200 retail originally for mine. I don't know. That's a lot of money to be paying for a bike. It's much better to just wait until the dealer drops the price down to closer to where it should actually be. Mine got down to the point where the dealer was like, well, we're not making any money off of this. I hope you enjoy it and appreciate it.
They're probably lying. Probably made money off of it.
Well, the sale was done
just saying that to guilt trip you into feeling like you have a good deal.
Not these guys. These guys are pretty, they're different. The mechanic was the one who sold it to me, which he practically owns the business. I don't know if he has a share in it. I would imagine at this point, but he's like the mechanic you never want to lose.
Yeah.
And he also has a stronger personality than the owner.
Yeah. 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 So those people are the face of the bike shop because they end up being the person who keeps it alive. Yeah. I've seen that.
He wanted to get rid of it to bring in gravel bikes because road bikes just don't sell in Orono. There's a lot of trails in Orono, and people are also like coming and going with a lot of money because of the university. And so they'll do is buy a good all-around bike. Like, oh, I would like one I could ride to school, but also one that will do okay in snow, and then I can ride the trails. So they always sell them a gravel bike. And daddy will only let me pay $5,000.
Yeah, so yeah, you can get the top of the line gravel bike for that, but not even close to the top of the line road bike for that.
Yeah. The amount of kids just riding around in Mercedes and BMWs that you could tell are secondhand, but they're still pretty new. Yeah. They're still like just off of lease. It's an amazing thing. Most of the students are from New Jersey and Connecticut, Massachusetts.
My weight rack came today.
Yeah. I need to get a weight rack. Or I need to like build something in some way. Which probably would cost about as much as a weight rack in the end.
Yeah, because I bought mine for $160. I would easily pay that much in metal. So I might as well just buy it. And if I want to supplement it or increase the feature set, I could just do that cheaper and just do it later.
It's actually stanch, but never mind, Tiffany. Didn't we, Owen? Yeah, we used to talk about food all the time on the stream. It was Jerry and Andy's food show.
Now we talk about weather.
And and bikes. I mean, why would we even consider talking about bikes? You know, if I'd got an opportunity to meet Jerry while we were in Connecticut, and I was going to ask him, just for you, what he was going to have for breakfast and send you a message. That used to be a thing at the end of the stream because Jerry would always be going to get breakfast, so it was a question, you know, what's Jerry having for breakfast today?
That's fine.
And has he finished his kitchen yet? That was going to be a question as well. I was going to inspect the kitchen, see if the cupboards were finished.
First thing I was like, explain Nepal. Because I don't know, I've never been to Nepal. But when I watch shows that involve Nepal, there's a lot of wrinkly faces. So that might be more the dry weather and the wind. I guess it's the same thing when you look at like native, well, really everybody in Alaska kind of looks like they're a little wrinkly faced from that cold, dry air. I'm definitely more wrinkly faced when it's winter around here. I go to Florida, they disappear. As long as you don't get too much sun, I guess. Then all of a sudden it's back again. They look like one of the brown wrinkly people. One of those ladies, well, they also tend to smoke. That's the other idea too. The old ladies that are all wrinkly and just permanently tan all the time.
Yeah,
I
I
grew up
on
in
the
Detroit.
downside, you have to go to
Now
Florida.
I live in Florida. Can't get enough of the sun.
the new Mac Mini got released. I don't know if I already said this, but I'm definitely gonna grab one for the setup in here. Hopefully, with the increase in coders, streaming will be better on the Mac. So let's see.
On the downside, you have to go to Florida. I don't know. There's a
I
couple
said that.
parts of Florida that are okay.
Is the latency between your ears and your
I'm
eyes?
doing hey, I have a whole dashboard of things going on here right now. And on top of that, I'm listening to music. I have music. I have beans. I have witty comments to come up with.
But you've missed the moment. You know,
Yes, I do miss the moment.
your witty comments have to be straight away. You can't wait 2 minutes.
I'm just afraid to give multiple outlets a halfway job. I want to give one a full job at a time and then move to the next.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That's a poor excuse.
Upwards and including 2 good places to live in Florida. I do like where my dad lives. It is nice. It's it's still populated, but it's not overly populated. You could drive just a small distance, a short distance to get to the wildly overpopulated Orlando. And then go right back to your piece on the other side of the swamps. And it's near the coast. I mean, it is growing fast, but at this point, it is like one of the least populated parts of the East Coast, I think. That whole section. And all of the Northerners have already overpopulated the West Coast. Because they're all like, oh, it's nicer over there. It's not that much nicer. It's actually like a little cooler on the East Coast when it gets really hot, you know? Like it might be 100 degrees, but you got a breeze coming off the ocean. And then the breeze cuts off on the West Coast. You just get all the farts from Orlando. Depending on which way the wind's flowing. Which is usually east to west right down there. I think. Don't quote me on that.
No, I'm not giving him a ride on. The group ride. Should be with the group. Maybe putting the fence on to zap him so he doesn't get the ODivaZ kit. But that's me. Why? I heard myself saying that in my head while I was typing it. you know something's coming now, don't you?
Y'all laughing without saying the joke first makes you sound like Beavis and Butthead, just like.
Well, yeah, it's you know, the thought of it's funny.
Yeah, but I don't know what the context is because I don't see the chat. So,
Well, so
all I
so
hear
Rick's-
is like the laugh.
so Tom asked something of Rick, and Rick said, "I do stuff."
Tom said what he said, and thank you for doing whatever it is you do, Rick. And I said, stuff, Tom. I do stuff.
And I said,
Yeah.
"What do you stuff, Rick?"
That was good. Turkey should be your answer, right?
There we go. Bang on, 2.5.
Wow, my body feels so out of
Go get my
sync.
remote.
My hip is acting up. Bad hip. Bad hip, not very hip.
I'm going to finish this lap. You're on course to the finish now. Should be able to. Oh, a slight uphill. Gonna be close. Will I make it? Yes. No. Maybe. Oh, not quite. A little bit of extra. Could I get any closer and not make it on, do you think?
Ooh, tomorrow I might be limited.
There we go.
I have to take Grace to an appointment. How about that?
Do you remember Banzai, Owen? Banzai!
This scene is beautiful.
I never really understood the concept of Banzai, but it was... It certainly had some amusing things on it, like the fantastic elastic band challenge. I was in tears laughing, knowing exactly what was going to happen on that. It was just a question of when. Let's see if we can put that on, Owen, before we finish here, the fantastic elastic band challenge. Do you remember that one? Yeah, Owen remembers it. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can find it. I've found it. I'll get it up in a second.
And
Let me see. Firefox. There we go, that one will do. Here we go. You ready?
an everyday elastic band. Two men of courage, one called Mr. Peter, the other called Mr. Nick. Neither man can trust the other in a contest Banzai call.
The fantastic elastic band bet.
The rules of gamble, quite simple. Both men must hold the elastic band in their teeth. On a command, they must then pull back to one of the numbered sections on the table. If the band breaks, or if someone lets go, then the winner is the one left holding the elastic in their teeth.
Question is, which one will get the face full of rubber? Will it be Mr. Peter or Mr. Nick? Peter or Nick? Pressure bets now! Don't just sit there, do something! Don't make me angry! You won't like me when I'm angry! I'm running out, stupid! Betting ends!
Time for stretching to begin.
Fast! They must take it to zone number 3. Mr. Peter looks fearless. He gets to the edge of his zone quickest.
Okay, they both in position and no one got hurt. Time for second stretchings.
This time, they must both pull back to zone 4. Mr. Peter pull quicker and harder. Pressure on Mr. Nick to make it into his zone 4.
All right. No more will I miss what's going on in the chat
Show
or in
must go on to zone 5.
Discord or the Twitch.
Once again, Mr. Peter pull away very quick and strong.
Watching
Oh,
the fantastic elastic band bit right now.
He got all the work to do. Tension mounting.
I now have it up on my phone, so I won't miss. Or up on my my screen.
No.
Oh, no! He got the face full of rubber. Unbelievable! What the result?
Oh man.
If you back Mr. Nickman, you are a winner!
I don't know, and I don't know whether that counts as a win or not. That's like innuendo bingo on Scott Mills. You know, the winner was the one that got a face full of water. How's that the winner? Oh, and do I think Harley will be doing anything meaningful for Black Friday? I don't know. I don't know. I've yet to shop on Black Friday. I've never done it yet. Yolanda's been out. I just hear lots of crazy stories, and well, I stay in the house. But there's also Cyber Monday.
I found you, Rick. And I didn't even do that on purpose.
I found him too. He's right there, right underneath you.
And I found you both in World. Oh no, that's Gina.
If there's one shop that I might consider going to on Black Friday, it would be a Harley shop. You know, I think out of any shop that I could possibly go in, it's likely to be a little quieter than anywhere else. I don't know. I can investigate for you. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. All right. Well. Oh. That's a bike away. I don't know if I've got a meeting now, so I'll pull the stream down and we'll be back. What day is it tomorrow? It's Thursday tomorrow. We've only got a couple of people registered for the TTT yet, so we need more bodies. More meetings, possibly on. I haven't looked yet. I want my performance review stuff done. I'm going to work from home today. I'm not going in the office today. I did one thing that I needed to go into the office for yesterday. I updated the firmware on a switch on my desk. I said I'd do on Monday and never got it done. Oh. Yeah, we've got the TTT tomorrow. Let's come and watch that. Are you going to be racing with us, Owen? Just rude if I ask you. I think I just did, didn't I? Oh, it's Christmas Day or Thursday? Is that what you're telling me now? I've lost the plot. Christmas Day is a Wednesday. Boxing Day is Thursday. Oh, and was it you that told me? I think Brett said that, or someone said that the New Year TTT will be on the Alp. Yes, the Alp is back. Good, good. I really enjoy that one. I enjoy them all. All right, Rick, say it.
Well, bye now, you sexy folks.
Uh-oh. That's just increased the rating of our stream. All right. Owen says, love you too, Rick. I'll be back tomorrow with the TTT. It will be in about 4.5 hours, but tomorrow. Come back and join us then. Bye for now. Cheers, Owen. And Ben. See you later.